Pattern matching is used to test an expression. In this tutorial, we take various snippets to learn expression matching. One of the uses is to test if a variable matches a given data type. Pattern matching is also used in switch expressions to match the arms against constants, strings, or logical conditions. Pattern matching is also used for comparison of multiple inputs passed as expressions of tuple types. Lists can also be matched if you are using C#11 or later. So let's see pattern matching for data types. Pattern matching is very commonly used for testing if a variable is of certain data type. For example, we can determine if an I enumerable is an instance of a list, of an array, or say a queue. So open the program.cs file so that we can have a look at this type of pattern matching. Object is the ultimate base class in .NET. Hence we can store a string in it. Object O is equal to some string. We can use is operator to test if the variable is of a char type or string type. We can run this code and verify that the test succeeds for a string type because O actually contains a string. Let's take another example. Create an int x equal to 5. Then box it in an object instance O2. We can again use an is operator to test that O2 contains an int type of data. Pattern matching is also used in switch expressions. Let's next take an example of a switch expression. Open the Solution Explorer and add a class called myClass to your project. Consider this expression lambda that uses a switch expression to return a string corresponding to an integer input. The first arm uses a logical comparison of the rating identifier rating less than 2 to return a string. The second arm uses a similar comparison with AND pattern. And the default arm uses a discard underscore for unhandled conditions. Pattern matching can also be used with tuple expressions. Let's add another function getQuadrant to this class. The function receives two arguments x and y. It uses a switch expression on a tuple expression formed with these two arguments. The arms of the switch use tuples to make comparisons of x and y. If both are more than 0, then the first quadrant is returned. Similarly, we make comparison on the basis of the two arguments x and y, two items of the tuple, and return an quadrant for that comparison. In C#11 and later we can use pattern matching with lists also, such as arrays. Open the program.cs file again. Let's create an array of 3 int numbers. We can use pattern matching to test if the elements of this array match a specific pattern. For this, square brackets are used with comma separators. We can use an if condition to test if the array matches a pattern of 3 comma separated values. Notice that we have used discards to indicate a wildcard-like match. Anything will match. We have used where pattern to capture the middle element in a variable called I. I have attached the source code to the downloads of this tutorial.